Good evening. We are back. I'm back. I'm back with this live session, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, waiting for people to join me in this live session. We have a lot to talk about. We actually have a lot to discuss. Great topics. If you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section so we know where you are actually connecting from. If you're in DC, say DC. If you are in Maryland, say Maryland. If you are in Ohio, say Ohio. Missouri, say Missouri. Welcome back. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. Yes, we got people coming. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know where you are actually watching me from. Hello, hello, hello. New York, Tower, how are you? Long time. We have been talking about, hey, Tower, yesterday you missed it. We talked about how you can expedite your case with BIA. Remember, you keep saying it's taking too long. It's taking too long. We talked about it yesterday. You need to go and watch my live from yesterday. You will see how you can expedite your case with a BIA. Okay. So, we got 3 people here. Please let me know in the comments where are you watching me from. We And please like, please like, please like, because that's what we need. We need you to like so that YouTube will be able to show this video to a lot of people who need help, just like you. Okay? Yes. Yes, Tower, you really need to watch it from yesterday, actually. The live session from yesterday. Uh, After talking about adjustment of status, I was talking about how to expedite a case at the BIA level, okay? So you can do it. So, yeah, we can get started. I'm going to share my screen with you because we're going to talk about some point that maybe you never heard about this before, and it might help you adjust status, okay? James Linnaeus, New Jersey in the house. Yeah, we like it. We like New Jersey. Not so friendly, but we like people from New Jersey. But the immigration court in New Jersey is not friendly, my friend. It's not friendly at all. But anyway, we appreciate your time here, James. Please go and like and share. So I'm gonna share my screen because I want to share with you some things that you might probably not heard about it before. Okay, and there's a lot of nuances to it too, so please bear with me. I'm going to take only 10 to 15 minutes to explain to you what's going on. Okay, so let me share my screen. Yes, okay, this is what I want to talk about here. I want to talk about categories of people who are not affected, by the bars. Remember, some people, if they are not lawfully present, they cannot adjust status. You know, some people, if they have some type of entry without inspection, they cannot adjust status. But we have some category of people who can adjust status regardless of some bars. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So the first category of people are VAWA self-petitioner and the beneficiary. Okay, all bars to adjustment do not apply to battered or abused spouse, child, or parent of U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident, or battered spouse or child of lawful permanent resident with an approved Violence Against Women Act petition. Okay, let me stop right there. If you are a beneficiary, okay, or you are a VAWA applicant, you got your VAWA approved and you want to adjust status, and you Let's say you enter without inspection. Let's say you have a unlawful presence. Let's say you have some like uh, crimes involving moral turpitude. Let's say you have the 2 years residency requirement. For example, you got here with J1 visa. If you are a VAWA petitioner and you got an approved, you will not be affected by those bars. You're not barred. You will not be barred from adjusting status. Okay, those type of bars that I just talked about. And what I wanted to point out too for child of a U.S. citizen, there's something about filing late for step parent, especially for stepchild. The thing is, a stepchild, sometimes the child suffer abuse, but then the child move out from the house, and the child is wondering now that they're adult, are they going to be able to still claim VAWA? The answer is yes. Two conditions has to be met. First, you must have been qualified when you were before you turned 21, right? You were still a child. And you can apply before turning 25. So between 20 to 25, you still can apply for VAWA if you are a child of a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident or stepchild or adopted child, anything around those lines. So you can still file late if you miss the actual deadline, provided that you meet two requirements, that you are filing before you turn 25, and that you will actually qualify for VAWA prior to turning 21. Okay, let's move on. Again, any other category of people? Immediate relatives. Those people too, immediate relative, certain adjustment bar do not apply to them. For example, an adjustment applicant applying as an immediate relative may be eligible to adjust status even if the applicant is now employed or has ever been employed in the United States without authorization. If the person worked without authorization, if the person did not maintain lawful status, failed to maintain continuous lawful status, was not within a lawful status at the time of file adjustment, if you are an immediate family relative, you will not be barred. That, for example, will be a child of a U.S. citizen, a child meaning the child is under the age of 21. That will be to a parent of a U.S. citizen or a spouse of a U.S. citizen. That's considered immediate relative for this purpose here. Okay. And the other category are two, the applicant was last admitted to Guam or Commonwealth. The applicant was last admitted to the United States as a non-immigrant visitor without a visa under the visa waiver program. The applicant has ever violated the terms of his non-immigrant status. Even if the person violated the term of the non-immigrant status, the simple fact that they are immediate relative. You see, there's a difference between qualifying relative and immediate relatives. Immediate relatives, those are the ones I just talked about. Okay, it has to be a child of a U.S. citizen. Okay, or lawful permanent resident child. We talk, when we saw a child, we say the child has to be under the age of 21, right? And then it has to be a, how do you call it? A spouse of a U.S. citizen, not a spouse of a lawful permanent resident, because that one will require the person to go out. Okay, has to be a parent of a U.S. citizen. Okay, so those are immediate relative for the purpose of this one. What else we can go? I'm not sure about child of a lawful permanent resident. I'm gonna verify that one because sometimes I get confused about it. But anyway, child has to be under the age of 21, okay? Then we have certain special immigrants, okay? Some adjustment bars do not apply to certain special immigrants. For example, religious workers. Remember, we've talked about a lot on religious workers on this channel. Look what they're saying. An adjustment applicant may be eligible to adjust status based on an approved religious worker petition, even if, okay, the applicant is now employed or has been employed in the United States without authorization, even if the person worked without authorization, even if the person failed to maintain lawful status, even if the person violated the term of their non-immigrant. As long as they're considered religious worker with an approved petition, they can claim adjustment of status, right? Those are the only 1, 2, 3, 4 things that if they've done it, they can still qualify. They're not talking about criminal record and any of that, okay? Then we have special immigrant juvenile. Those people, the only adjustment bar that those people have, those are the children who have been abandoned. The only adjustment bar, like they can only be barred from adjusting status if they were involved in a terrorist group activities. That's it. That's the only bar they have. Other things doesn't apply to them. They can still adjust status. Then we have Afghan and Iraq nationals. Then we go ahead and read what is that. Pretty much they still qualify. We have G4, International Organization Employees. This is the condition, right, for them to still qualify for adjustment regardless. And then goes on. Then we have applicant eligible to adjust under 245I. But when it comes to employment-based exemption under 245K, the rule remains the same, right? This rule here for any other person besides the people we talked about, like religious workers, category EB4. But if it's employment-based, the rule remains the same. Unless you have 245I, your unlawful presence cannot exceed 180 days. It has to be less, okay, for you to qualify for adjustment of status under employment. That's just end of the story, unless the person qualifies for 245I. So I'm gonna stop here and ask take questions. Okay, so anybody has a question, we're gonna go and ask, take questions, and some other people come back to watch later on, because you know it's a great topic. So if anybody else has a question, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I'm waiting for a question. Okay, so again, for the immediate relative, I told you I'm going to come back to it later. Immediate relative, only if you are the spouse of a U.S. citizen, the child under the age of 21, not married, of a U.S. citizen, or a parent of a U.S. citizen. Okay? If the U.S. citizen in question is 21 years and older. Okay? Yeah, that's for the purpose of adjusting status when it comes to immediate relative, and the bars of unlawful presence don't apply for them. But if you are a child of a lawful permanent resident, I believe you're going to go with the same requirement for other people because you're not immediate relative. Okay. So those are the immediate relative. So I came back to it, just make some type of correction. Anyway, if you're here, please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and share. Let me know in the comments if you have a question. I'm gonna wait a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, so we can see if you have a question. Okay. Yeah, if you have a question, please. I see today nobody has a question, right? We can wrap up. If nobody has a question, we can really wrap up. If nobody else has a question, I want to see how many likes we have here. Yeah, if nobody else has a question, I can wrap up. You can go and watch it later. Let me know in the comment if you have a question so I can answer it for you. We're talking about adjustment of status, and some people yeah, so let me know if you have a question so we can wrap up here, okay? When we ask for questions, sometimes people don't want to ask their questions, and later on they come with questions. I'm just gonna wait a little bit here. And I guess next week we're gonna do it in the morning, maybe around 1 p.m. Maybe we get some people to join us. Yeah, we try to do it 6 p.m. because we know that now we can get people to actually be part of it. That's why we get it at least late. So yes. Okay, I guess that's it for today, right? So please go ahead and share. Please go ahead and subscribe. Share with your friends. We'll come back again tomorrow to conclude our discussion for adjustment of status, and hopefully you will have more questions. In the meantime, if you have additional questions, put it in the comment so that we can help you out. Okay. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye-bye.